I will.
Thank you, thank you.
We'll give it a second, and then we will... I'll start with a recap.
Yeah, who am I? When is this?
I don't know. When is this?
I think your name is Dirk.
Am I Fletcher?
Dirk?
Is that what it is this time?
I think so, yeah.
It's Goblin's turn to be Fletcher.
What do you mean it's always Goblin's turn to be Fletcher?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get pals. Pinned. Cool. That's cool. Okay. So, it's been fucking forever since our first session, and then fucking forever since our last session. So here is a recap for everybody, I guess. Of the barest of bones recaps. So y'all started out doing a little job. You took a job from a mysterious benefactor named Moon. And after kind of completing that, you were informed that there was another moon, but they were like the prime moon. And they were the one that contracted you out. From there, you traveled up north to Lyringorn, where you fought Friggis's mom, and then traveled down to Amon to stop the cult Sina Haddam at its heart, which was the cult that Friggis's mom was part of. When you got there, you met up with an old friend and went to save a dragon in the sewers, where you finally met your mysterious benefactor, Moon, whose name is Soraya. Now you're planning to infiltrate the cult and figure out a plan for taking them down for good.
Yeah.
Yeah. We start with Solace.
That's me.
That's you. You roll me a Constitution saving throw.
It's fucked up.
Damn.
We
Damn,
just
right out the
started.
gate.
We just started.
What do you think I am? Flyish? Get out of here.
That's fucked up.
Not bad, not bad. Solace, the room in your dream is dark. A few lanterns light the area. It's familiar, but you can't quite grasp it. Standing in front of you is a graying older woman with dark olive skin and purple eyes. How much focus do you think Solace has with his dreams?
I think usually very little. I think Solace is just one of those people who almost never remembers what his dreams are about.
Okay. Can you roll me a perception?
That's
Okey-doke.
pretty good.
That's pretty good. You take in her robes that seem to be billowing. That's about kind of it. She's a little blurry. Her features not quite sharp enough. She reaches out a hand to you. What do you do?
I take it, I suppose.
Okay. You take this woman's hand, and she squeezes it kind of like gently, like something you imagine how a mother would squeeze one's hand. I know you care not for the gods, young scholar, but perhaps you may spare me but a moment of your time?
I have no malice towards the gods, but I have no reverence either. However, I am happy to listen if you would speak.
She gives you a soft smile and inclines her head ever so slightly. There are great evils about, and we are locked behind our own gate of a sort. We can only do so much. If you are amenable to sharing, knowing, and doing more, I would ask that you meet me in the place where it all belongs. Where it all belongs and where it all began. In 3 days' time, we could then discuss some more of our options.
I don't know where that is.
You see a flash, and you instantly recognize the room that you're in. This is a room you have known, that you know. This is the room that you shared with a bunch of other people after the bakery, but before everything else. You see, essentially, your childhood home of a sort.
How do you know of this place?
Do you not recognize me? young one?
Do I?
Make me a religion check.
Weirdly good at that, considering Solace's whole thing.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I rolled a 4.
Yeah. No. You know what? You did. But you would recognize her regardless. This is the knowing mentor. This is the goddess Ione, who rules over knowledge, learning, teaching.
Very well. We have many tasks ahead of us in this city. But if possible, I will be here.
I am aware. All I ask is that you maybe visit me in 3 days' time. I believe I will be able to help you on this journey.
Why?
We are unable to cross to your plane, but we are still able to bestow upon gifts. One of your members has already been gifted, and I see potential, not just in you, but the rest of your crew. I believe when the time comes, you will be instrumental in ensuring the safety of all worlds.
I think Solace kind of frowns at that, but doesn't say anything.
She gives you another kind of reassuring smile. If I could do something on your plane, I would. But as you are aware, young scholar, we are here because that is not safe. The calamity brought around many interesting things, and the benediction years later brought its own set of problems. I hope you will see me in these days, and you will accept a gift.
The people of my home are in danger. They are sick. They are taken advantage of. They are preyed upon by the nobility. I will accept any help if it means helping them. But I have suffered a long life so far. And this is my first time receiving help from the gods.
not all of my brethren are as kind or as giving as some. I wish to give you that help. I know it is late. It does not make up for anything that has happened before. But I do wish to bestow it to you.
And we shall meet. I'll make sure of it.
I look forward to it. And she kind of starts to dissipate in like a sparkle. She kind of goes a bit blurry and then sparkly, and then you are left to your regular dreams. Yeah. Then you kind of awaken.
I think that is the first time in a long time that Solace remembers what his dreams were.
Do you think you share any of this information with anybody or no?
I think we have slightly more pressing matters first.
Yeah.
Out of character, because it's been a year and a half.
Mhm.
Did I explain to everybody my relation to Barrett Eubank? I know I said I
You
don't
did
like
not.
him. Okay, I know I said I do not like the man, but I do not think I explained further.
No, you did not.
Can confirm. You did not.
Cool. Alright, yeah, make breakfast.
Perfect.
Quiche.
Hell yeah.
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 You all have kind of a full day ahead. You can do kind of whatever you would like, your heart's desire kind of thing.
I'm gonna go to Busch Gardens.
There are bakeries and things to explore. You didn't really explore the city so far. There's just kind of like a bunch of stuff you could do before the meeting. I think Moon kind of comes up to all of you. What?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Stas wasn't muted.
That's fine.
What is happening? We good?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Hey.
about it. It's fine.
Okay. Moon comes up to you all. And kind of takes a seat with your group. If I can just call her Soraya. And she kind of smiles at you all. So, today's the big day. Are we nervous? Excited?
Oh yeah, there's
I don't know. Oh, go ahead.
Two of us, I think, are going to talk to Barrett Eubank. Frigus is going because he's still rolling under the fake
Yeah.
alliance of like his mom, and then Lyra, I think, is going with him.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's like the bodyguard.
Yeah, so there's a meeting tonight at Barrett Eubane's house. And so Frigus and Lyra are going to kind of get more information about what is happening. You know, there are a couple cities that the cult is hitting in their expansion, but you know that this is where their heart of operations is. And so you're hoping to get enough information to figure out kind of like where the leader is and like when they plan to set out to these cities and how you can kind of stop them.
All right. And that's tonight, so like we have the rest of the day, I guess, to...
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. I think, yeah. Soraya's kind of like, how are you feeling? Like, you nervous? You ready? We kind of have all day to kind of prep. We could scout out the area a bit more, maybe hit up some, like, local shops nearby, like bakeries or something, stores, whatever, to kind of get a feel of what can be seen, that kind of thing.
Is Nith with the group?
Yeah, I mean, you're all at breakfast.
Okay. Nith is gonna, like, kind of turn her head quickly when Soraya mentions bakeries. She's not gonna say anything, she's just gonna look.
Okay.
Well, I still want to figure out what this thing does. And I like tap the amulet to summon the like automaton next to the table.
Of course you do.
Oh yeah. Have you figured out what to do about that?
You get
A deck of many. Ah!
Oh my god, if he pulls the same card.
the Akuji Guardian, because fuck you.
Hmm.
It should be in a new folder that you should be able to see called Summons. Can you see?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I have made Sad Ghost Boy Guardian. Because Faye made a
Hate
joke
you.
about it, and so now you would get to suffer. I have cut some of its vibes, so I guess I'll explain real quick. I cut its HP down to 100. It still gets 10 regen for the start of its turn if it has at least 1 hit point. It is still bound to you and will absorb some damage if you are within 60 feet of it. However, it is now just a quarter of your damage, so you will still get 3/4 of it. And it does have spell storing, which means you can, in fact, fucking put counter spell into this goddamn thing.
Hmm.
It has 2 attacks with a fist, and it also has, as a reaction, shield if it is within 5 feet of you.
Hell yeah.
You sound very happy about this.
I'm gonna fucking banish this thing forever.
I don't think it is a huge issue, but a lot of the items in my inventory, and I assume an update of some sort, have been changed to unidentified loot.
I noticed that.
That's probably fine.
I got no clue.
My diamonds are okay. That's what matters.
Oh, you know what it is? It's from that magic store with Gilmore when you
wait,
did the
I can fix it.
gachapon.
I can fix it. I can identify my own items, and it.
Yeah, so
There you go.
it's Gachapon. I don't know why your stuff says unidentified short sword. Fly.
Yeah.
But it just does.
If you click the 3 little dots, you can hit identify, and it just turns into a regular item again.
Nice.
Cool. Fuck.
Yeah, so I kind of like examine the guardian, and I like I mean I just when I figure out that I can cast a spell inside it and kind of store it, I cast a 4th level counter spell
Oh my god.
to be stored inside it, and then I use the ring that Solace gave me to restore the spell slot.
I believe the ring can only restore up to 3rd level spells.
Oh, was that a thing?
I believe so.
I don't actually have the item in my character sheet, so I...
Spell refueling ring. While wearing it, the creature can recover 1 expended spell slot as an action. It can be 3rd level or lower.
Okay, I will give it a 3rd level counter spell and then use the ring to recover it.
Stonks.
So just a regular counter spell.
I mean, hey, it's something.
Yeah. Fine, I guess.
I think this
I
could
can't wait for
really
V
come in
to
handy
forget
later.
about it.
You know, hopefully we don't have to fight anyone today, but if we do, I'm sure it'll come in handy. And then I'll tap the amulet to resummon it, or like resummon it into the amulet.
Fine. It disappears. I want you all to know that usually this thing does not go into the amulet. And it only has a speed of 30 feet? No.
Oh, damn.
And so... that's why I have nerfed it so much.
Understandable. You did
So
make
that
it a
you could...
Pokemon.
so it could be a Pokemon? I saw a Reddit thread of someone who gave this guardian to their level 4 party, and their level 4 party didn't understand that it's very slow. And so it is forever a day's travel behind them.
Oh my god.
I mean, 30 speed's pretty fast. That's...
Well, it specifically will only go with the party if you call for it. And so they only remember when they are in another town in another combat.
Oof.
And so it is a day's travel behind. Okay.
Dimension door.
I don't know. But yeah. You have an entire day to kind of scout out the area, do kind of whatever you want before this meeting tonight.
Remind me, so the meeting's at Baron Yube's place?
Barrett Eubane's place, yes.
Barrett Eubane, yep. And
You have been there once, with your mother years ago. So you do know where it is, but it's been a pretty long time since you've been, so it might be a good idea for, like, you and Lyra to kind of head over, scout out the area.
right. So yeah, I
Sounds
would
good to
want to
me.
do that.
Yeah. Well,
What is everyone else's plan during that? Are they like stationed nearby the mansion in case something happens, or
Yeah, we should get as close as possible, but obviously we can't go all the way. If things go bad, just try to stall for time, and we'll get there. I was figuring I could give you Muffin, so we know what's going on the inside.
How small can Muffin get?
I believe all the way to
Small.
tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have
Okay.
a little pocket. You can have a little pocket Muffin.
Yes, that's probably the best idea. That way, you know, if something does go wrong, you're not relying on hearing a loud bang or
Yeah.
however else.
Muffin shrinks down to the size of like a mouse, and I just hand Muffin to you. And if things do go bad, you'll have not one, but 2 automatons to help you in combat.
Well, I will look after Muffin. Do I have like a little shirt pocket?
Sure.
Okay.
It's up to
I
you. It's
put
your
Muffin in-
clothes.
Okay, I tuck Muffin like into my little shirt pocket where like their head can stick out.
Hey, DM, what am I wearing?
Yeah, gosh, DM, you're supposed to know that.
I don't know. Look. It's your character. You pick. I already picked.
DM, how long are my socks?
How long are my socks? DM, do I have little sock garters on? Okay.
DM, what is the exact shade of color of my jeans?
Jeans don't exist. Fuck you.
Rip.
What is the exact shade of my pantaloons?
Fuck. Hey,
Jeans exist in my campaign.
jeans exist.
I'm making them canon in Wildemont, which means they have to be canon here.
Okay, fine. They're canon. Let me pull up the exact hex code.
DM,
Anyway.
how much armor class did you
I learned
have?
I learned about them from this guy named Barry Blue Jeans.
Please don't make Barry canon to this.
I would never.
I couldn't
Okay.
bear that.
All right, well,
It's been nice knowing you, Frigus.
we have a bit of time before this meeting is supposed to take place, so if there's anything that you all would like to take care of in the city, I'm happy to show you around.
I think Nith may have been interested in the bakery mentioned before, and Lyra's gonna kind of give a little sly grin.
You never fail to notice something, do you?
Soraya kind of looks.
Kind of chuckle.
Soraya looks at the two of you. Oh, are you like wanting to go with people or just like yourself?
Why were you looking to show us around?
I mean, I've never really been out of my village, really. My parents are a little, well, my ba is a little strict. Anxious? I think that's the better term. And I'd love
You
to
can just
go.
say you want to spend time with me. It's okay.
You're fun. I like you. I mean,
I am rather confident in my knowledge of the bakeries of my hometown, if nothing else. I'd be happy to show everybody around if you'd like.
I think that could be fun. Unless people are looking for solo trips. Or duo trips.
I'm just looking for something to
Soraya-
put in my mouth.
Oh my
Soraya, oh god.
She sees nothing
Are
wrong with this
you-
statement.
Are you, Nith?
Lyra's eyebrow peaks really fucking high, and she just kind of side glances over at Nith.
That's a interesting phrasing there. Are you... I mean... I have... a delicacy from my village if you'd like to give it a shot.
That sounds great.
Soraya pulls out a flask and hands it to you, Nith.
I just drink this?
Yeah, no, it's just a drink. It's a delicacy.
This feels like a trap, but she's gonna take a sip anyway. Just
Make-
a small sip.
Make me a constitution saving throw.
You were chomping at the bit for that. Okay.
I know what this is, don't I?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Tricking people into drinking, this runs in the family, I guess.
How do I...
So on your character sheet, there is on the gear tab a little box that says saving throws on the right-hand side. And so it'll be
my
con.
God.
Blue
I
has
know
clued
what
in.
this is.
Wait, but it just says normal.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
On saving, 'cause it's
throws
already-
box.
Mm-hmm. Aw, Nith. Beautiful. No, it's gorgeous. Nith,
Oh,
you are a monk.
uh-oh. Yes?
You know this taste.
Oh no.
And it's horrible. Because when you first ventured out and became a monk, there was a group of monks that gave this to you when you started out. And the horrible, horrible taste of onion and banana juice floods your senses. So, what do you think?
It's great. It's familiar.
Do I
Hmm.
smell onion in that?
Nope.
Yes, it's onion banana juice. My ba makes it in batches. It's used to kind of help regulate one's like ki. They told me a really funny story back in the day on how they tricked a friend into drinking it for weeks past when he needed it. And usually my ba and my grandfather have drinking contests when they get grounded by my mother for destroying the village.
That's a lot of information to take in. But-
Well,
Okay.
you know, demigods and their vibes, I guess. So,
Yeah, I
shall we get out?
guess.
I guess he's gonna kind of like glance at the drink and, well, I'm glad my ki doesn't need to be regulated. I can't say onion and banana sounds particularly appetizing.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Friggis, you get
Are
like...
you sure that's a delicacy?
Yes. I swear, they... It's... Okay, maybe it's just pulled out for drinking contests and to trick Uncle Fletcher into drinking it again, but like... It's a delicacy, I swear.
I'll take your word for it.
Friggis just feels like a cold sweat break out suddenly. Okay. I'm so glad it was the monk that drank it. It's so funny.
Mm.
Okay, now you're
The
free to
monk-
go
the
do
monk's
whatever.
died too, I can hear it.
Mhm.
Hey, you didn't have to take any damage.
Yay!
You did say you wanted something to put in your mouth, Neth.
Oh my god. I want a treat.
All right.
You
well
know, that
then
is
let's
considered.
let's go to the bakeries then.
I'm sorry,
There's-
that came out more sass than Nith. I would like a treat.
Is there a difference?
Yes!
Depends on the day.
Yeah. You are now welcome to, explore.
I think
Who's going to
Lyra
a bakeries
and
with me?
Frigus might go check that out.
Yeah?
Check what out?
The meeting spot. Just
Ah.
Do our
let it in
recon.
the daylight. Yeah, do
Mhm.
our recon.
Being
And then we'll meet up with
productive.
you at the bakery, maybe?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Did you want another set of eyes, or would you prefer just the two of you?
Lyra's gonna kind of look over at Frigus and shrug.
It makes no difference either way to me. We need to recon the area for our meeting, but you'll have plenty of time to recon the area when you get set up nearby.
I do like to be prepared. I will accompany you if that is all right.
Of course.
Solace, what is the name of the bakery we should meet you at later?
I suppose our main destination would probably be Do Re Mi. It's a small shop, sort of on the border of the outer wall.
Perfect. I will see you there. Soraya kind of gets up and then goes, I don't actually know where Barrett Yvain lives.
Well, unfortunately, I have been there before, so allow me to lead the way.
Sounds...
Can Lyra have Michi out, just like tucked under her cowl, so that, you know, if anything happens, she has extra eyes?
Hell yeah, absolutely. Perfect. So the group departs.
Ye?
Perfect.
Team Productive and Team Silly Little Treat.
That's how all D&D should be played, I think.
Hopefully Team Productive lives to make it to the Silly Little Treats at the end.
I'll be fine.
Perfect. Okay. You all make your way out. Who wants to go first?
Dibs.
We can. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
not flyish. Get out
Down.
of here.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Damn. Wait, who?
We can kick it off if you want.
Okay, sure, yeah. Let's go.
Yeah. When we get kind of like out of earshot of Solace and Nith, I look back at Soraya and say, "You really didn't want a third wheel there, did you?"
Ooh, you know, I sensed something between the two of them. And I didn't really want to get in the way. You're so right. How long has that been happening? Are they like together, or is this like a dancing around situation?
I think it's more of a dancing around situation, but with comments like "I want something to put in my mouth," I begin to question it.
Lyra's gonna chuckle to herself. She has no idea what she's doing, and it's so precious.
No idea.
No, she's so innocent and so quiet.
Oh my
She
goodness.
doesn't know.
Fascinating. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Does he know?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, for sure. Okay.
Does he? I'm beginning to question that now too.
What?
Lyra's just gonna slyly smile. She's gonna, I think he knows a lot more than he lets on. He's a quiet guy.
Adventuring party romances. Interesting.
They're certainly unique.
Yeah. I have some stories. Not my own. This is my first, big mission. But I have heard some stories. How about...
With the stories already described, I'm so intrigued.
Oh! My, parents spent, so long together just kind of dancing around each other while they were saving the world.
Oh, so Nith and Solace.
But they knew that they liked each other. It was mutual. They were both aware. They just didn't do anything. Ever. Well, no, that's a lie. They used to squeeze pinkies, which I think is so cute.
That's so masochistic.
I mean, I guess, to be fair, there was, entire fate of the world, and, they blew up a moon, although they say it wasn't them. I just think it sounds cooler saying it was them.
As she's talking, Lyra's just kind of eyebrows raised, looking side-eye, and Fergus what the fuck? Where did this girl come from?
Yeah, as Soraya is babbling, both of you are just kind of what? Because what she's describing is something that you both are kind of aware of, but depending on your vibes, you either thought it was completely fucking made up to explain why there isn't a second moon in the sky anymore, or was embellished folklore.
Are you telling me that there is second moon deniers?
There are second moon deniers.
Yes! Yes!
The
Yeah.
second moon was a government conspiracy.
No, there are people who, obviously are aware that there used to be two moons and now there is only one moon. And, people either believe the stories of the benediction, as it is dubbed, or they think it might be a little embellished, and potentially the moon just kind of maybe got hit one day by a different meteor and that's why it exploded. Or they think it's completely fake. And they're aware there were 2 moons, but they think the stories surrounding it are garbage.
No, my next character is a possum ranger who doesn't believe there was ever a second moon.
Oh my god.
Love. But yeah, what you know of the world, Soraya is describing the event that happened like 100 or so years ago of like a adventuring party fighting a god trapped in the moon and it exploding. And whether you believe it to be true or a myth is up to you.
I'm sorry, Soraya, you talk about these things as if they're so simple. These are things that are have been brought to the level of folklore and legend. Is it really all true?
Oh. Yeah. Did you... How much do you know about the benediction? And if you're wondering, there is a channel in the Discord called Lore Dump about what you know.
Hold on, so I was formulating a thought in my head and it
Oh,
is
sorry.
not no, it's not your fault. Oh my god.
I think I'm loving the fact that the royalty guy is like, I think that's folklore. Guy who had to learn history is like, nah.
No, the government made it up. I mean, here's the thing. He's recently come to the realization that, like, most of his childhood was a lie and his mom was evil, so, like...
There's a lot happening right now. Right? He's questioning a lot of shit.
There's a lot to
He's like-
deconstruct. Was the moon landing fake?
Fuck!
Sorry, no, okay.
Was the moon teleportation fake?
What's the name of the Drow capital?
Oh, fuck. I wrote that, and I forgot.
I also forget.
Hold on, I'm opening my other notebook that's right by me. Thank you so much, the Big Smooch Book, for always being here.
Isn't it
Roshana. No, it's
Roshana.
Jorhas is,
Roshana.
yeah,
Roshana.
Roshana is the, like, country. Jorhas is Roshana is the capital.
Yeah.
Roshana,
So-
yeah, Shorehouse country.
You're telling me that the stories of the Drow of Roshana creating a rocket and destroying the moon with it are true? And I'm going to roll deception because Frigus is trolling.
The artificers. The Drow artificers. They blew up the moon.
Soraya isn't wearing her mask right now because she's trying to be kind of low-key. She gives you... Fuck. Thank you, Goblin. Like, the dirtiest look.
You didn't even roll to see if...
I don't need to!
But you didn't roll to see if she can tell that I'm trolling.
She's still giving you the dirtiest look.
It doesn't
Okay,
matter if
fine.
you're telling the truth or not. She's just like this motherfucker.
These are the stories she grew up with at bedtime, and then Aunt Ellie and Uncle Fletcher would come and visit, and she was like, wow. Okay, hold on. What should I... Deception.
Perception, probably.
Yeah.
Or insight, probably, is the
Oh,
D&D one.
yeah, I think it.
One
Yeah.
of the two.
That's a 20. Yeah. She gives you like a fucking dirty look. And then is kind of laughs, stops, and like full body like bends over laughing kind of thing. Just like losing her shit. And is like, oh god, a rocket. That's a good one. I haven't heard that one before. No, that's not at all what happened.
I think I understand that I was bamboozled. Yes, well, as much as I wasn't serious about that, the stories are very far-fetched. No one knows actually what to believe.
I mean, I guess, but they are true.
I promise you they're not all true.
Well, the ones that I am aware of are true. The rocket one, that one's weird. But my parents and their friends did in fact go up to the moon and fight Lolth.
The stories get so embellished, sometimes it's difficult to know what to believe. It's good to know that some parts are true, but you can't blame us for being at least a little skeptical.
I guess that's fair. I didn't really think about it that way.
I remember once in a bar in my kingdom, hearing people talk about the benediction, and you should have heard the drunkards insisting there were 7 different gods all fighting for dominion over the moon, and well, it all of course, as I said, the stories get embellished. And when I say it's not all true, that's what I mean.
That's weird. Okay, yeah, I guess maybe some of it isn't all true. Weird. These are stories I grew up with. They're my family's history, their life. Huh.
How often history turns into legend where it should not.
That's true. Do you believe me? Like, do you believe in the stories, or do you think I'm lying? Am I like, you think I'm a conspiracy theorist, don't you? At least one of you does.
Not really. You seem genuine. I don't know that.
I believe that you believe your stories. I'm not saying that I don't believe them. I'm just saying that it's interesting to hear somebody who has firsthand, well, secondhand knowledge. But that doesn't immediately... Not that I don't think you're telling us the truth, but it's very difficult to wrap my brain around something this extravagant, I guess.
That's... Huh. I guess I never really thought about that. Yeah? I mean, fair enough. Huh. You should come visit, though, sometime. Like, where I was born, my village. I think it'd be pretty cool. And then you could meet them!
I thought you came from another continent. Is it really that simple to visit?
I mean, airships exist. I don't know, teleportation? I mean, it's probably kind of simple. I mean, like, you can just bend the world to your will. Or some people can. Are we going the right way?
Yes. No, we're almost there. And I point to Barrett Eubane's house in the, not the distance, but like it's a couple minutes away.
And there you are. Like, up here.
Where, sorry? Okay, so his house is the big place at the top.
Well, Lyra's just walking right in. I own this place.
Well, no, she's at the front, you know? There's a garden there. There's like a second garden, and she's just like, she's walking up to the entrance. She's not necessarily going in.
No, you're good.
She's
You're
like, looking.
You're just looking.
She's looking.
You're looking.
So,
Yeah, we'll
are
probably.
there guards stationed?
That's a good fucking question.
Not that you can see like right now, but it looks like there could potentially be like guards that would probably be stationed around, probably like a private security firm that probably walks around like this kind of area. More than likely, it is like it's a large house, so it's probably like, I would say they probably patrol like, okay, I don't know if you can see that, like out to there kind of thing, because it is.
Can I send Michi to like walk around the perimeter of the house, not like the grounds, because that's a lot. But can I send him just to like walk around the perimeter of the house so that he can like get an idea?
Yeah, go for it.
Does he need to roll anything, you think, or is he just just walking?
Let's are you like, you're looking for something in particular, right?
Well, it's just like she's making him walk the perimeter so that, you know, if anything, you know, if there's like a door that's hidden behind a bunch of vines, he's gonna be like, hey, yo, that shit's weird.
Yeah, make me a perception check then with advantage with the keen hearing and sight.
Okay, let's see. Perception. Uh-oh. Oh, Michi's thing is different. Hold on.
Yeah, sorry. Okay,
that's initiative. Strength, dex, con. I don't think he can.
I see it. I'll roll it for you.
I see. Okay.
Okay,
cool.
You see it. Okay, cool. If you want to do it
Yeah,
then.
I got it.
Perfect.
Oh wait, no. That must just be a tag.
No, is it?
Perception should be on the left side below speed.
Yeah.
It doesn't let you roll it?
No, it's just like, it just looks like a tag. It doesn't do anything when I click it.
Okay, let me make sure that you have full ownership. Okay, weird. It lets me click it. So I'll roll it for you.
Yeah, please.
Publicly with advantage for you.
Alright, not terrible.
Not bad. I don't know why, so I'll figure that out later. That's weird. Okay.
Oh my god. It just brought up, after you did that, I just got 6 pop-ups from me clicking.
Oh, it might have
Oh
been.
no!
Was it like underneath the character sheet or some shit?
No. Like, after the roll happened, I immediately got 6 dialogue boxes in a row.
Oh,
no.
asking you to like roll
Like,
or
pick your advantage, disadvantage. Yeah. Okay,
That's
well,
fucked.
it works.
Here, I'll share like a screenshot of this is what it kind of. Oh wait.
It sounds like it's fixed.
Yeah, it works now. Like,
Okay, cool. That's what it looks like
yeah.
though. Okay, perfect. A 12. Michi doesn't really see a whole lot. It doesn't. like there doesn't appear to be secret doors or anything. It looks like a rich person's house kind of thing.
Derogatory.
Derogatory, yeah. Yeah, there's like a couple like people who work in the house kind of thing. Some cooks, a couple of people who like clean. There seems to be like in the back area, maybe like Michi peeks through like a door and sees what could be like a private security group kind of being like briefed and stuff. But yeah, nothing really sticks out. That's kind of par the course.
She's gonna
Go ahead.
She's just gonna tell everybody, be like, it doesn't look too unique.
Okay.
I'd like to look around for locations where one might conceal themselves nearby
Okay.
without the guards being likely to see.
Yeah. Give me an investigation. There's a couple spots you're not entirely sure if the guards like could potentially see, but you think you could be safe like on a couple of roofs, maybe like in the trees a bit. The trees seem to be kind of like full and everything. You think maybe
Nice and leafy.
nice and leafy. So potentially, yeah.
Can Lyra take a look around and see if there's any like? Again, I know I'm looking for a lot of like trapdoors.
No,
and stuff,
you're good.
But
Mhm.
since Lyra's a bug bitch and she knows a lot about nature, do you think she'd get advantage on perception around this area because it is very gardeny?
It is pretty gardeny, but it is still a city. Yeah, I would like.
But she'd still notice like if the ground was unearthed in a different place. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
very,
okay.
very buggy.
Yeah, okay. Give me. You're looking for specifically like trap door like exits. You think if people could use.
Exits, or like, you know how sometimes cellar doors are like covered up by a bunch of crap. And
Yeah,
we don't
yeah.
know
You're
'cause it's,
looking.
like ancient.
Mhm.
You know.
Give me an investigation check then.
Okay, with advantage.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Not bad, not bad. You kind of scan the perimeter. You notice there's like a little bit of dirt around that seems kind of like a little out of place. You notice in the back of the house where you're meeting, where this is, there seems to be like something like a brand new kind of like greenhouse. And about like 50 yards out from this greenhouse in a couple different directions is earth that seems to be like freshly piled up there, kind of toiled. And like knowing what you do, you can imagine that that's probably where the there are like some secret tunnels and entrances, either for quick getaways, or potentially something else you're not entirely sure.
Okay. She's gonna convey that back to Frigus, and she's gonna be like, "That's a new greenhouse. That wasn't there originally."
Are there guards on the greenhouse?
Not currently,
Could we take
but
a
it
closer
is
look?
it is like you're kind of like standing, it is like at the back of the house, so you would have to like
Climb the
fully
gate,
trespass, climb the gate, yeah, get in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Probably not, no. Soraya kind of turns to you, Frigus, and is like, so, what exactly is your plan here?
To be honest, I don't have much of one. I've kind of been winging it since I figured out that I would be able to at least temporarily use my position as royalty to fool them into thinking that my home was still under their control. But if they discover that that's not the case before the meeting tonight, during the meeting tonight, somehow, we're in a lot of trouble.
I'm not entirely sure we're equipped currently to take on the entirety of said cult.
But, on the other hand, if we don't take that chance, we won't learn anything that we need to know about them. About their targets, their intentions, their moves.
So you're hoping to just gather information, hope that they don't notice, and then we'll strike after. Kind of get everybody up to speed, figure it out?
I mean, not... They'll notice me. I don't intend to hide my presence there, but...
Sorry, I meant, like, hopefully they don't notice, that you're lying to them, I guess.
Well, ideally not.
Okay.
But if they ask for any information I should know that I don't know how to fill myself in to the satisfaction of deceiving them.
You didn't take any of, like, your mother's notes or anything?
Correct me if I'm misremembering, out of character, but I didn't find much from her.
No. You rolled real bad.
Yeah, she monologued, certainly. But I couldn't find any evidence, any notes, any plans. She was too meticulous.
That is unfortunate. Well, we can only hope that vague answers, maybe alluding to her having it under control, will help.
Indeed. Well, I think I see some areas that you and Solus and Nith should be able to hide in without too much chance of being discovered, and what you found, Lyra, that's good. That's very good. If there's secret entrances or exits or anything back there that could prove very important. Is there anything else you think we should look for, Soraya, or should we rejoin the group?
I think we've got most of the information we need. Yeah. I can have Kanito kind of stay back and keep an eye on it. They won't notice her. Probably not.
Probably not, no.
She is kind of big. As long as she just, like, stays phased, I think we'll be good. I mean, neither of you noticed her.
Do we see her now?
Yeah. Literally right behind, you suddenly see a purple and white phase spider phase into existence for like a second and then phase out.
Lyra's eyes are gonna go like the brightest shimmery gold, and she's gonna be like, oh, she's beautiful.
Why is it not? Oh, that's my bad. That's why. There we go.
I jump back a bit, and just like, how does she?
Phase spider?
Yeah, it's in the name. I get it.
You know, my mom has a tattoo of a phase spider. That's magical.
Oh, what does it do? Does it
Conjures up a
summon
magical phase spider.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Kind of does what's on the tin.
Yeah. That tracks, you know?
Yeah, the other tattoos were super creative and ambiguous, and then one of them was just, it makes a big fucking spider.
Yeah.
God really phoned it in on that one.
Yeah. Soraya looks at you, Lyra, and is like, thank you for the compliment for my darling Genito. I adore her. Love a good weird pet. I'll get her to kind of look around. Shall we meet up, or?
I think so.
Sure.
I'm sure they've had plenty of time to sample the goods.
Oh, I'm sure. While we're on our way, have you ever heard of a town called Alfield? And we're gonna cut to Solace and Nith.
That one over there is the Early Rise Bakery. True to its name, the owner, I believe, has some kind of insomnia, so they wake up. Gotta be like 4 a.m. It's the first bakery to open in town, so if you ever can't sleep, it's the best option. There's a smaller one over there called the Family Flourish. I'm surprised they're still open. It's never been the most popular spot, but it's not bad. The other side of the wall over there, in the Cloud Top district, is Bakeology. It's the worst bakery in the entire city. There's a wizard who just conjures all the food, and it has no taste. It's terrible. And this over here is Do Re Mi.
Is this one your favorite?
I think Solace kind of stares into the middle distance for a moment, and then just says, I have a lot of memories of this place. And people who live here know that they've got some of the best baked good. It's sort of a local favorite spot. Perfect place for a blackberry tart. And the owner's quite nice.
But is it your favorite?
I think so, yes.
Okay. What do you usually get?
Solace kind of thinks about that for a moment, and he says, when I was old enough to start earning my own money, I would come here, and every time I came in, I'd get something different. And I'd see if I could deconstruct the taste, see if I could figure out the process of making it just by watching from the other side of the counter, from eating. I briefly apprenticed or helped out at a few of the bakeries in town, but never this one. I don't know if I have a favorite necessarily, but I think getting anything is meaningful in itself.
Nith is really fascinated by like the Solace trying to reconstruct like the different baked goods just by taste.
I can
Just
tell
gonna ask-
you
Hmm?
if you're looking to get a blackberry tart, the blackberries that they use are, I'm not sure exactly why, but I believe they get them from a different merchant than most of the other bakeries in town. They have a slightly different taste. Quite good.
She's not disinterested, but she was looking to get something that Solace really enjoys. So she's gonna ask, what were you thinking of getting today?
If I had to choose,
You do.
my favorite thing to get at any bakery is whatever's freshest out of the oven. Something that's still got the warmth lingering on it. Really cuts away at the cold airs during the winter here.
That sounds perfect. We should go see what they've baked.
Yeah, I guess we head inside.
Yeah. You head in and you see just, it looks like how you remember. Just overflowing with pastries, either savory or sweet, loaves of bread, of a variety of kinds. There seems to be like a featured pastry of the week that's a little different. But yeah. As
I
you
missed it
enter,
if you said there. Sorry, go ahead.
What's
No,
up?
go ahead.
no.
I missed it if you said that there was something specific that had like just been baked.
Oh, I have not yet.
Okay, sorry.
You're good. As you enter, kind of a little bell makes a noise above the door, and you hear just a elderly woman's voice. Oh, I'll be with you in a second there, dears. Just grabbing these out. Yeah. You gonna take a look at everything, or?
I suppose we came at the perfect time then.
Awesome. I can't wait to see. Has she always been here?
As long as I can remember, yes. There's something I feel like I should tell you, but we should grab food first. And Solace is gonna kind of walk up to the counter and kind of see if he can peek into the back and see what's coming out of the oven.
Nith kind of furrows her brow at his back as he walks up to the counter, just slightly worried, wondering if there's something wrong with the food.
Solace, you take a little bit of like a peek around, and you catch the smell of citrus and fruit, just like a berry kind of thing. And this is something you would recognize. It's not made often, kind of only for special occasions, deemed by the woman who runs the shop. She turns, and there is a tray full of orange and raspberry and some like peaches in a galette, which I will post a photo of. Those are blackberries, but we're gonna pretend it's raspberries.
I would indeed fuck that up.
Yeah. Galette is, for those who cannot see the photo, it is
Sorry.
a term used in French cuisine to designate
Oh, how
various
dare you.
types of what?
Bringing the French into this.
Bringing the French into this. Flat, round, or freeform crusty cakes. So you take like a puff pastry, essentially. You put a bunch of fruit in it, you fold some of the puff pastry over, and then you bake it. And they're fucking delicious.
Hey DM.
Yeah.
What's the owner's name?
Fuck you.
I think
Shit.
Solace goes up to the counter and smiles and says, Kenna, it's been quite a while. I'm not sure if you remember me, but I used to live around here.
The woman squints a little bit, and then goes, oh dear, it isn't little Solace. She is like half your height. You
Yes, I think
tower
Solace
over this
fully
woman now.
stoops to try and get closer to like eye level
Yeah.
for her.
And she pinches your cheeks. Oh, you've grown so tall. You're still so skinny, though. What are they feeding you out there? Obviously not enough still. Sit. You want one of these, baby?
We'd love one. Just had some business to discuss with a friend and thought I'd bring them to the best bakery in town.
Oh, you flatterer, you. She kind of peers around and looks at Nith. She kind of squints her eyes and like adjusts these glasses that are like really tiny, and goes, "Oh, okay." And she looks up at you, with like a sly grin. Solace, just the one?
For now, we have more coming soon, but we're a bit ahead of the pack. Has business been good? Have there been any issues?
No issues. You and your folks took care of that.
Solace smiles gently, knowing that he is involved with a gang that will hurt people who mess with the bakery.
Yeah. And she's fully aware too that
Yeah.
y'all are a gang, but she's just like, you and your friends, you little hooligans. All right, I'll bring one over for you. Anything to drink for you too?
Some orange juice for me would be great. Nith,
Stop.
what
I was
about
gonna
you?
say that.
Orange juice? 2 straws. And she like turns around immediately and busies herself like putting one of the galettes onto a plate with 2 forks and does get 2 glasses of orange juice.
I think Solace heads to a small, well, I guess not too small, a table that could fit more people when they show up, and sits down.
And she brings all of this over kind of balanced almost like impossibly. Like you're not quite sure how this little old lady is holding everything.
She's a level
but she-
20 monk. Get
She's
down!
get down. Yeah, but she just kind of she brings it all over and she sets it down. Now, you two dig in, enjoy yourselves. You need anything else, just holler. She pats Nith on the cheek, and then pinches Solace's cheek and gives him a quick peck on the forehead before she heads to the back.
Yeah, Solace, I guess, takes like a slice of this, or and just sort of takes a bite.
Yeah. It's delicious.
I gain 5 levels.
No. It tastes like summertime and happier memories. It brings back a wave of nostalgia, and you feel something kind of settle in your chest a bit.
Yeah, I think part of the reason Solace started taking work out of the town is because there's a lot of memories of struggle in this place, and there's, as much as he loves the people of his hometown, the place itself has little value to him. And I think that this is maybe the one exception.
Mm-hmm.
Well, give it a try. Let me know what you think.
Nith is gonna take the fork, and she's not gonna cut a piece. She's just gonna eat from like the big plate. And she's gonna chew thoughtfully, and then like quickly take another bite because it's just so good, and she has to. She has to have more in her mouth, okay?
Ayo.
I didn't know if it was right to bring this up to everyone. I didn't want to complicate things in the middle of a difficult mission, but I wanted your opinion before deciding fully.
Mine? She's gonna say with like her mouth just full.
My relationship with Barrett Eubank. What I said was true. I've never particularly met the man for any real intents and purposes. However, the truth is I know a bit more about him than I let on.
She's gonna swallow kind of hard and like wipe her mouth, and look at him intently. Like she's not gonna keep eating at the moment. What do you know about him?
In terms of information that's useful to our current mission, not a whole lot, but Barrett Eubank is my birth father.
She's gonna kind of feel like the blood draining from her face. And she's gonna like put the fork down and like scoot a little bit towards like the front of her chair. Hands in her lap, just oh. Well, that's an interesting development.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he had several other bastard children in the town, but My mother never really had much, and before I was born, she sought to receive help from Barrett Eubank. Not for herself, but she thought he might provide for me in some way. The man is not so kind. As I said, he's my birth father, but I hold no relation to him. I didn't want to complicate things or make it more difficult than it has to be, especially if things go the same direction they did with Fregis's mother.
I don't think this changes anything, though, does it?
It shouldn't, no. Our group is just... You all are very kind, and I didn't want to burden you with the concern of killing my father, if it comes to that. I hold no such qualms, but I was worried that some of you might.
Hmm.
The truth is, I grew up in the care of this town, in the care of the people who truly live in it. I was raised by a number of folks who have nowhere near enough to take care of a child, but took on the burden anyways. I was given books and taught to read. The people who were already struggling for food took care of me. Barrett Eubank, in my eyes, is nothing but a man who made the people who actually raised me struggle. So, while I have no issue seeing him excised from the city, I didn't want to complicate things for you all.
Nith has been quietly processing and trying to formulate her words, but she feels very confident in saying, I think if anything, it makes this a lot more simple. We already have reason to want to get rid of him, but I think the others would feel the same as I do, in that knowing all of this just makes it all that more easy. I think that they would want to know.
Solace nods and kind of looks to the back in the kitchen where he knows the ovens are. Most of the members of Low, my sister, Cricket, Jay, we all have our struggles living in this city without any real support. The winters here are cold. Honestly, they can be unlivably cold if you are not fortunate enough to have a roof over your head. My mother and I used to on the back side of this building, there's a exhaust vent for the ovens. We used to stay there for warmth. There was never enough, but it was better than nothing. And it was out of sight of the guards, so sometimes we could go the whole night without being disturbed. The woman who works here, Kenna, I didn't find this out until I was a bit older. She used to turn the ovens on and leave them running for longer than needed. She knew I was back there, but wanted to help out in the small ways that she could, I suppose. After one particularly cold winter, my mother didn't make it. My dad, Micah, tried to find me a spot in an orphanage. One that was in sort of the Temple district, and one that I believe received a good bit of funding from Barrett Eubank. I was, not welcome. And I think as Sala says that, he kind of brushes one hand through his hair and across his horns. The Dawn Father can be less accepting in his scriptures than some of the other gods. And so it fell to the people of the city. So Barrett Eubank might be my father, but he has no place in my heart. All he has ever done is made this city colder. If you think it's right to tell the others, then I'll do so. I just didn't want to burden you all.
Nith had been holding back tears for a few minutes, but when Solace said that his mother didn't make it one year, she just steady had tears rolling down her cheeks. She reaches for just the tops of his hands and just kind of covers them, and says, "Thank you for telling me this, and I'm so sorry that this has all happened to you. I can't think of someone less deserving than all of that." And I think of it not as a burden, but, well, a burden shared is less heavy for you. And I think that traveling with you all, I've learned that that's what friends are for. So if you want my opinion, I think the others should know. Just gonna quickly, brush her tears away and put her hands back in her lap.
I think Solace just kind of nods and takes another bite of food. I think that there is a very awkwardly long silence between them
It's okay, she'll happily continue eating.
as Fregus kicks down the door.
I think
As we're all just like
Yeah.
watching through the window.
Yeah, you guys are watching through the window. You just see Nith start crying. You can't hear the conversation.
do you
Damn,
think
it's not going good.
Oh god.
Is that a good crying or a bad crying? I
think we should take
a
walk around the block before we go in, just in case.
I fear she's gonna choke on her raspberry tart if we do that.
Oh god. I can't stop thinking of all three of you, like, right up
Yeah.
against the fucking, like, window with your hands, like, over cupped, like, binoculars kind of thing, but, like, touching the glass. Fuck. If y'all want to go in, go in. But I will say, Nith has stopped crying, and they are just kind of being a little awkward, when the party of 3 arrive inside.
Hold on. Were we
Okay, hold on.
joking, or is that now canon that we were watching outside the window?
I think we're joking. We're joking.
God damn it!
Oh,
I mean,
you want it to be canon?
No, it's
How
fine.
bad do you want it to be canon?
Not bad enough.
Blue, your thoughts?
Roll for it. Sorry, I'm not blue. Sorry.
Yeah, gosh.
I mean, maybe we can see from a distance, but I don't think we are like up against press. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if it really is a bakery, you can see like inside, you can see people eating or whatever. And
Yeah.
we can see that they're sitting there, but maybe we can't see that she's crying per se.
Yeah, I'll give that. You were close enough that, yeah.
Okay, so I'll outside the bakery then. Do re mi. I guess this is the place. Where's that from? What is do re mi? Should I know that?
Lyra's
mean-
just gonna kind of look around and be like, I don't know. References? She's gonna shrug.
Well, oh well. I can see them inside. Let's join them.
Oh my god.
And Frigus will stroll in.
Yeah.
Nith feels a wave of both relief and disappointment.
Damn. The bell
What
kind of.
is- Oh, I was gonna. If you want to have us enter first, that's fine.
No, go.
I was gonna ask what the scene looks like when we enter, like how recovered is Nith, etc.
Nith. Gimme.
Roll for sad.
Roll for sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a flat constitution roll. You're sad.
Okay. Oh, that's a saving throw.
I'll take it.
Okay.
You're good.
Sick.
You have your eyes are maybe a little damp, but like not in a way that makes it seem like you've just been recently crying, like maybe you're just overwhelmed by the food. You're like, you're pretty composed, all things considered.
Monk
Wait,
wisdom.
the food's
for
so
the-
bad, Nith's crying?
Oh my god.
I think those might be happy tears.
Are y'all actively talking when we come in, or are you just like sitting there?
I think that you walk in during the awkward silence.
Okay. Well, it's a little quiet here. I hope we haven't intruded on anything.
Oh, no, perfect timing. Have a seat. You can have some of this if you'd like, or if you want to order
Ye-
something on your own. Kenna should be back out in a moment.
Nith is gonna pull the plate closer to her as no, we can't have it.
Oh my god.
You all kind of like get there and like almost immediately Kenna comes out from behind with like 2 more plates of galette and like a milkshake. Oh, you brought some more friends. Solace, you have enough seats there? And she kind of like waddles over.
Oh yes, we're quite all right. Thank you so much for this.
Oh no. Least I could do.
I think Solace is gonna kind of put probably a lot more than is warranted. I'm gonna put like 10 gold on the counter.
You know your money's no good here, boy. Put it back.
And you know you're not likely to succeed in telling me to do that.
She looks over at Frigus. You pick up those coins and put it back in in Solace's pocket.
I don't think I'm big enough to disagree with him on the matter, ma'am.
You pick those up, and you hold on to them, and then you put them back in his pocket later. And she, like, sets everything down and gives you, like, a really stern look, Frigus.
I will pick them up for now.
Yeah, when she walks away, Solace just kind of whispers, "Just leave them on the table when we leave."
As soon as she walks, like, into the back, I'm gonna slip them in the tip jar, actually.
Can't believe it.
Heel issue.
Rip.
She immediately, like, peeks a head back around. I see you, boy. You better not. Solace's money is no good here.
Oh,
neither are his
this
friends.
isn't Solace's money. This is my money. Not to worry, ma'am.
Make me a deception check.
I mean, it is mine now because it was given to me.
Can I give a help action for that? Just say
You can try. Yeah.
he's a nobleman. Take him for all he's worth.
Oh my god. Yeah, roll again.
I got you.
She gives you a long look. All right, but you give the money back to Solace, and you put your own money in that tip jar. And puts her head back around to the where the ovens are.
I shrug and put out my own money and give Solace back his. You heard the lady.
Fair enough, I suppose. So did you all learn anything?
Something reparations, right?
Did you all learn
my
anything on your little scouting trip?
A couple places you might be able to observe from that are a little close by, but without too much chance of being seen. The trees are very thick, so you should be able to hide in them no problem, and maybe some of the rooftops. Lyra, do you want to relay what you found?
Yeah, Michi kind of took a look around, didn't find much on the outside. However, there is a newer building on the back side of the property. Looks like a greenhouse from the outside. Obviously, I couldn't get too close, but it's definitely newer. The ground around it's been, I wouldn't say recently messed with, but it's definitely not something that's been there for a while.
Mhm.
I left Kanito there to kind of keep an eye on everything. She shouldn't be seen at all.
All right. Well, when the meeting starts, we'll get as close as we can, and Muffin will be our eyes on the inside. If things get bad, we will get in as quickly as possible to help Frigus and Lyra.
Hopefully things don't get too bad. I don't...
Ideally not, but better to be safe than sorry.
Fair enough, I will
And-
concede that point.
And if things do go bad, Nith and I were talking, and I should come clean on something. And I look kind of mostly at Frigus when I say, Barrett Eubain is my father. I have no knowledge or relation to him, in all honesty, and should it come to it, I have no qualms about killing him. I didn't want to complicate the situation, but I didn't want to lie to you about it either.
You also come from nobility then.
I suppose. Never really had the lavish bedrooms and wonderful view of my town, though. I told you I grew up on the streets, and that was true. Barrett Eubain is my father in blood only.
Ah, I see. Well, it makes little difference to me, but thank you for telling us. I mean, blood complicates things, but I know as well as anyone could know, it won't stop us from doing the right thing.
Solace nods. From what I know about the man, he is a calculating fellow. He earned his position through combat. As such, he's a very clever individual. Be careful around him.
Oh, I will.
Yeah. I think we all eat
Yeah.
the baked goods that give you 20 levels, and we prepare.
You,
Mhm.
yeah, you eat, you stay there for a bit. There's a couple,
100 temp HP.
there's a couple people who come in and out of there. You see a, young woman, Solace, that you've never seen before, kind of rushes in really, like, frantically. I was like, can I, I'm so sorry, I know I'm late, immediately like rushes to the back, puts on an apron, and comes back to your table. Hi, did you get everything?
Did you all want to order anything else while we're here? The muffins are pretty good.
Does Muffin just like poke out of my pocket at that?
Yeah.
Oh, you're... She looks at you, Solace, kind of like inquisitively. Is like, you're... Kenna has a photo of you in the back.
Solace just kind of smiles and says, I grew up in these parts. I've been away for a little while.
Oh, fun. Well,
Glad
welcome
to see
back.
she finally got some help in the kitchen. I know she doesn't let on, but she is getting up there in age.
Yeah, it's just for a little bit here. I just moved for some studies, and then I think I'm supposed to go back. But I like it here, so maybe I'll stick around.
Solace just kind of gives her a very warm smile and says, "Well, you're training under the best baker in town, and I hope that the place warms up to you."
Thanks. If you need anything, while you're here, I'm Kiri's. And just give me a shout.
All right, you'll be the first person I let know. You just kind of smile.
Perfect. That goes for all of you, regardless of like if it's just bakery stuff or anything like that. And she glances at the entire party, and her eyes kind of linger on you, Lyra, before she kind of gives another cheery smile and heads back behind the counter.
Lyra is going to kind of squint her eyes a little bit. Not in like a menacing way, but like in a acknowledging way, I guess.
Yeah. She, like, her smile kind of brightens, and she gives you like a small little wave. And yeah. Kind of blushes a little bit. And then goes back to organizing pastries that are already very organized.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Kinda think you're gonna head back now and kind of regroup and head off?
I suppose it is time to put on my royal face, isn't it?
I hope you still remember how to play the part.
Well, some things never leave you.
You'll have backup. If anything goes wrong, I'm right there.
I'm glad for that. Well, shall we?
Here we go.
Now or never. I want to do a quick check-in. See, everybody want to continue, or are we sleepy, or
Consider me check.
Sleepy, but like could go a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm good.
okie dokie?
I just
Sick.
woke up.
Perfect.
I woke up Black Days.
You all make your way up to Barrett Eubane's house. Frigus kind of leads the way, Would you say you're probably like a couple steps ahead of everybody to not like arouse suspicion or?
Yeah, I think those of us who aren't going into the manor hang back. We don't want to be seen as an entourage.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to, definitely
Mhm.
don't want to be seen as a group. And then with the way it would, like, we would walk, if Lyra is acting basically as a bodyguard, Lyra would walk a bit behind me.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. You all kind of make your way there. I'm gonna activate the scene for everybody when that loads. There. And then you can kind of position your tokens where you think they would be, excluding Lyra and Brigus there.
Where have we discovered would be a decent hiding spot?
There's about like trees, a couple of rooftops you could probably like in the dark look at. I'm gonna say, okay, hold on. It's a weird circle kind of thing. Hold on, there we go. They probably patrol about that kind of thing, maybe a little bit less. Security, when you get there, you do see a couple, like, security guards, essentially. Couple knights around. We'll throw them out. Kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess we look for some foliage to hide in.
Cool, yeah. Nith, where do you want Nith to go?
In a tree.
Pick a tree outside of the circle.
Oh. Um. mm, That one.
Cool. You all kind of, get settled in there. Brigus, you're just walking up, Lyra in tow?
Yeah, I mean, I walk with the arrogance of a noble, but yeah.
One additional thing. Can I ritual cast detect magic, just to see if I see any immediate sort of, I don't know, wards or alarms or anything?
Yeah, go for it.
I sense magic.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything like magical that would be out of the ordinary. There's a couple like I don't know what school, but it would be like an alarm spell or something, essentially for like security reasons and stuff, but like this seems run of the mill magic security system for a noble. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I didn't walk right into an alarm spell or something.
Yeah, of course. No, you're good. I will. They're probably stationed like there's a few at the doorways. You would notice, although I guess if it's not active, you wouldn't see, kind of thing. But like side gates have an alarm spell, whatever the fuck school of magic that is. I don't know.
Abjuration, I believe.
Yeah, there's a couple of that. Am I gonna Google it? Probably.
Yeah, it's abjuration.
Yeah. There's a couple, like evocation spots as well, around the area. Usually just like a couple feet behind the alarm, spell, but yeah. Cool. Frigus, you walk up and are stopped by a guard there. Is the Lord expecting you? Fuck.
I think you will find he is.
He checks like a little list. And your name, sir?
Prince Frigus.
He startles. Oh, of course. Apologies. Your Majesty, right through there. And this is your guard?
Indeed.
Perfect. Yes, just right through that door.
I will walk past him.
Cool. You enter the manor, and are greeted by, a servant who kind of goes,
Any weapons and your cloaks, please, shall be checked at the door.
Lyra kind of grimaces a little bit when she says any weapons, but not cruel and mean, just like, skeptical.
Mm-hmm. As you can imagine, this is a highly sensitive meeting, and we just, to ensure everybody's safety, have ensured that all weapons and cloaks are checked at the door. You may gather your belongings at the end of the meeting.
Indeed. Well, I would like them back, and if I don't get them back, you know it'll be your head.
Of
As
course,
I hand
sir.
over my cloak.
she takes your cloak and, like, barely flinches.
Of course, sir. We will ensure that it is well taken care of.
And turns to Lyra.
Lyra takes off her cloak, but she keeps her like scarf. It's
Mhm.
not like a really big scarf. It's just like her little cowl that she keeps Michi in. And
Yeah.
she's just gonna keep it on because it does look like part of her clothes.
Mhm.
So.
Any weapons, please.
Lyra pulls out her blow dart and she kind of shrugs and she looks at the lady and she hands it to her.
You also have a hand crossbow.
I do, because I thought we flavored that as my locusts.
Yeah, I thought we had... Oh, hold on.
Because it's technically, we use the crossbow for, like, attack rolls, but it's technically
Yes.
for locusts. So she doesn't.
Yes, I forgot that's how we flavored it. I need to...
That's okay. It's been
adjust
forever and a
that.
day.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. She takes all of that and gives a bow.
The master will see you through to the back. Evelyn, show the lord and his guard to the meeting house.
And she takes things and puts them.
Prince, I say as I like tap my foot impatiently.
Oh, my apologies, Your Majesty. Evelyn, please take the prince and his guard to the meeting house.
And she takes your stuff to a separate room as another servant kind of walks up, gives you a deep curtsy.
If you will follow me, please.
And she leads you out to the greenhouse.
Oh, the meeting's in the greenhouse. Interesting.
Sass, my love, just so you are aware, your eating is picking up on your mic.
I'm so sorry. I thought I was muted.
No, you're
Oh,
good.
It's good.
I just know I'm good with it. I just know that like you don't usually
Oh.
like to.
Just add the ASMR tag to the stream.
Yeah.
Mhm.
One of the guards
Um,
walks by and
Put it in
just
your mouth.
crunching into the tree.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the guards is just crunching. Okay.
Crumbs fall on their shoulder.
Damn rats.
Those squirrels!
Oh, must have been the wind.
Perfect. You are led out to a beautiful greenhouse. Where you are then met. Did I preload this? Yes, I did. With the Lord of the House. Barrett Eubain greets you at the door. He is a large man, hobgoblin, slightly taller than Solace, and outside of the red skin and the ears, they don't look too alike if you didn't know. He has graying hair and a gray beard, a scar across his entire face and one under his right eye. He wears a simple black tunic and a round vest over it. He bows to you, Frigus, and then puts out his right hand for a handshake.
I will shake his hand. Lord Eubain, my mother expresses her condolences for not being able to appear today, but I hope you will not mind me being here in her stead.
Young Prince Frigus, it is a pleasure to see you again. It has been too long.
Indeed, not since I was a young child. How times have changed since then.
You have grown. Since then, how have things fared in fine Lyrengorn?
Well, things proceed as planned.
As cryptid as ever there. Come, you must meet the rest of our party. You're in for a treat, I believe.
I look forward to it.
and he leads you deeper into the meeting room, where there are some more kind of potentially other lords. Just more members of Sinahatum.
Are we following him directly, or like is he directing us to stand somewhere?
He's kind of like he's just ushering you in closer. There's not really a place where you can like. There's no seating chart kind of thing. But he seems to be commanding the room. You'll have to excuse any of the mess here. We are still renovating.
Yes, why are we in a greenhouse? I don't remember this being here when I was last here.
No, it is a new addition for my own pleasure, I would say. Our regular meeting house is getting some upgrades, and I, don't love business in the house. So here we are.
Your pleasure. I never took you for a man of nature.
Give me a perception check.
That's rude.
Didn't. Okay. Sorry, give me a sec. Cool. Okay. He kind of, inclines his head. Many things have changed since you were last here, my prince. But please, mingle. We should be getting started soon. We are waiting on one more member.
Since I was last here, what an understatement. Nonetheless, carry on. We shall wait for the last attendee, and then I am very anxious to continue. I have news from Lyrengorn as well.
Oh, it is good. You will be most pleased to hear that. And he gives a quick bow that isn't as low as the last time, and walks off to a different area. You see just a couple of other people around, some elves, some humans. You don't see any drow.
Okay.
I know that last time there were drow at the fight with your mom. I don't know if you remembered though, so.
I do recall.
Okay, yeah.
Anyone I would recognize?
Kind of. You see Vincent Solar is there. You spoke with him.
I steer clear of him.
Yeah. And you see Obi.
And Mr. Clean Ass Bitch.
Yeah. You see Obi is there as well.
Which one's Obi?
Obi Stark. He was kind of.
Oh, that's
yeah.
what I was thinking of. Sorry. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's, yep.
Okay. Vincent Solar is the one who kept trying to marry off his daughters to you. I believe.
No, Vincent
yeah.
Solar is, whatever, he's scummy. The
Yeah.
other guy was the Mr. Clean ass looking guy.
Yeah. I forgot I described him as that.
Can I warg out and roll a perception for Muffin?
Yeah.
Let's go, Muffin.
Muffin is taking kind of everything in. You're watching through Muffin's eyes, right, Solace?
Yeah.
You lay eyes on Barrett for the first time in however long. And with an 18, he seems uneasy. A little stiff, not as sure of himself. You see, the greenhouse has a lot of interesting plants, ones that aren't indigenous to this area, maybe not even indigenous to Taldore. And Muffin notices there's a couple spiral staircases to like an upstairs area.
I don't think I want to make a big move yet. So I think I just keep watching for now.
Yeah. Solace, or not Solace, sorry, Frigus, do you interact with any of the other kind of members around, or?
I would probably engage with Solaire, as he's the one that I know him, and I don't act like I don't like him, obviously, but I don't act like worry about him the way I worry about Stark.
Mm-hmm. He greets you. Oh, Prince Frigus, so good to see you. It is unfortunate my lovely daughter Vivian is not here. She would love to.
Unfortunate indeed, though I'm not sure she'd be interested in what we're doing today.
Oh, her interests have expanded since you last met her. I'm sure she might find it a little intriguing, although maybe a little drab.
Oh, have they? Well, it is always nice when more of the family takes an interest.
Yes. Family business and all that. It's good for young ladies to have hobbies. Lyra, what are you doing?
Lyra is listening, and also making sure to take stock of how many people are in the room. Any exits that she can see. Does she pick up on the nervousness?
Give me a perception.
Okay. Yes. I have done the D&D things. I know what these are. Oh yeah, it's on my... Okay, sorry. It's been 15,000 years. She doesn't see shit.
No, you don't pick up on any of the uneasiness that Barrett is giving off here.
Okay.
You're kind of listening and you hear idle chatter.
think she's
Kind
like,
of-
even though
Mm.
she's like Frigus's guard, I don't think she'd be like right up on him necessarily.
Yeah.
But she'd be like kind of staying nearby,
Nearby.
within like a couple feet, but like still
Mhm.
like on the edges of the room, so she's not getting like surprised from behind, or somebody doesn't walk in and she doesn't notice. You know,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
basically watching carefully.
Mhm. You see a couple other, what seem to be like personal bodyguards for some of the members there around, kind of doing like the same kind of vibe. And one of them catches your eye and gives like a nod of acknowledgement, like, yep, you're here too.
She's going to also like not nod back, but she's going to slightly raise an eyebrow and just top to bottom look him over and then turn away.
Perfect. Yeah. Like after a little while has passed, maybe about 5 minutes or so, Barrett kind of claps his hands together and is like, members of our group, thank you for meeting on such short notice. As you are aware, our regular meeting spot is occupied currently. So the greenhouse has been offered. What happened recently in the sewers is a unfortunate setback. But I don't need to tell you that. Due to said unfortunate setback, we are... he kind of grits his teeth. Blessed with the attendance of one so mighty. At that, the attention kind of shifts to one of the spiral staircases. This one. As a intimidating man makes his way down. He is not very bulky or tall, but he gives off sinister energy. He's wearing rather dark clothes and a red jacket. Please welcome our esteemed founder, Alder Moonwell. And a half-drow, half-human man with a large scar on his face, red eyes, and a shaved head enters the greenhouse.
Do people immediately like bow or anything upon seeing him?
The entire group drops to one knee.
I would quickly imitate that.
Lyra, do you also?
Are the guards as well, or is it
Yes.
just
The entire
okay?
room. Yeah,
She's gonna gently also mimic it.
perfect. He gazes over the crowd coolly, and his eyes linger on you, Frigus. And he inclines his head. You may all rise. There is no need for such dramatics. And the group collectively stands up.
Prince Fergus, it is so nice of you to have joined us where your mother could not.
It is an honor. She sends me in her stead, as I am finally ready to join her and pick up where the work that she does.
Wonderful. Wonderful. That pleases me greatly.
I bring news from Lirengorn if you care to hear it. Though, of course, if you have other things to discuss first, please do not let me get in the way.
By all means, please share said news.
Well, as I'm sure you were aware, my father was less than willing to cooperate with the ideals that we had in mind. My
Yes.
mother's plan to get him out of the way has been successful. She now controls Lirengorn, with me at her side.
Make me a deception roll.
I can cast spells through Muffin. I'm gonna cast guidance on him.
Okay. Sounds good.
So plus...
You get an extra D4. Which I can just roll.
Yeah.
Okay. That's painful.
Uh-oh.
How did he roll worse?
Let's go!
That's funny. He inclines his head.
That is pleasing to hear. I am glad
For that. And he quickly shifts his attention away from you.
As you are all aware, we are expanding our operations very soon. We have successfully taken Lirengorn. We have been here in Amon for a long time. Our next stop is one many of you are very familiar with. While we had hoped to set out our expedition by the end of the month, things have accelerated said plans. The loss of the dragon in the sewers and, well, Moon sniffing at our heels makes this difficult. We shall send out an expedition to Whitestone by the end of the week. We will keep our orders to ourselves until the day before for the group. No need to have Moon aware of what is happening. I am aware that one of you here is a rat, and I intend to sniff it out.
I begin to suspiciously eye those around me as like
Yeah.
as a whole
Mhm.
like who could like which one of these fuckers is the rat kind of vibe.
Can I roll to see if anybody like reacts to that as well?
Give me investigation checks.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's
beautiful. You both notice Barrett Eubain, his jaw clenches a little bit. But you also see Vincent Solar flinch minutely. And Alder Moonwell's eyes, glowing red, snap to Vincent. Vincent! Something troubling you? And he kind of chuckles nervously. Oh, no, sir. Everything is, fine. Grand indeed. And Alder quirks an eyebrow. Then it will not get out of the room that once we meet in Whitestone, we will find a merchant there who is our liaison of the group that sponsors us. It will be no issue, and he will not be made aware. No. I'm not a rat. And Alder Moonwell kind of takes a couple steps forward. No? Then you know that if word gets out, and our merchant friend here decides not to help us, that we will make said group aware? That Mr. Carrig will not slow or hinder our plans, that he will provide us with said dragon egg. Otherwise, a certain wife and daughter might come to an untimely end. And Vincent backs up completely against a window. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I would never. What? And Alder Moonwell slits his throat. Right there. He turns back to the group with a lazy smile. Well, now that the rat is dealt with, it should be rather easy to go ahead. I'm sure you all have soldiers willing to volunteer for our expedition to Whitestone. And a couple of the lords kind of nod their heads. Barrett steps forward. Yes, I have a few who could be sent.
My lord, if Vincent Soler is our rat, what of his daughters?
They've never been here. They know nothing. But I appreciate the concern. You're very proactive. I will send a group to deal with the girls.
And he smiles once again, just in a very lazy way. Like he's got no problems.
Indeed, my lord. No loose ends, as it were.
Yes. Well, I am bored of you. All of you. Send me a list of your crew by tomorrow's end, and I will ensure there is adequate provisions.
And instead of going back up the staircase, he walks to the very far end of the greenhouse, touches a leaf, and completely vanishes.
Leave us alone.
Leave us alone.
Sorry, I'm terrible.
Solace, Nith, and Soraya don't notice anything exit from any of the weird mounds behind the greenhouse. He's just gone. An uneasy kind of murmur spreads across the group. Barrett Eubain kind of starts like ushering people out. Thank you for coming. Oh, don't forget to send your list of people. We'll be in touch.
I walk over and stand over Vincent Soler's body. And kind of wait until I am also ushered out by Eubain.
He kind of comes up. Apologies that was your first meeting here. We will deal with the body there. Do you have anyone you think you would send?
I do. I will have my list for you tomorrow.
Perfect.
No, it's a shame about him. His daughters, lovely girls. They made very delicious muffins, but what must be done must be done.
He nods his head. It is unfortunate, and, well, he was sloppy. But that's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. And he starts, like, he doesn't, like, put his hands on you, but is, like, very obviously, like, moving you.
Yeah. I don't resist. I will leave.
Perfect. You and Lyra, I assume you follow?
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah.
sticking close.
Mm-hmm. The two of you exit, and the woman, Evelyn, who kind of brought you in, takes you to the coat room, hands you all of your valuables, and then kind of very quickly, like, ushers you out. Kind of like the fastest interaction, blink of an eye, like, oh, we're gone. Out, kind of thing. Before you even have a chance to, like, react. You've got your stuff and you're outside.
Is there anybody around?
There's a couple, like, guards who kind of nod their head, but they are, like, it is very obvious that they are ushering people out of the property and intend to, like, close and lock the gates.
Once I feel it is safe to do so, I, like, lean down ever so slightly, speaking to my, like, jacket, or to my, like, shirt pocket. Solace, I hope you're already on your way. I will meet you there.
Nith and Soraya have a lot better stealth than me, so I'm just going to cast invisibility on myself and leave.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know if oh no, Soraya does have some pretty good stealth. Yeah, and you all leave and go back to headquarters of Lowe.
I have been hinting that somebody needs to get his daughters, basically.
Oh, okay, your
Oh, that's, you know, fair enough.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll book it towards his house. I know where it is.
That was my muffins thing.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Oh, okay, I'm okay. Does
Listen,
everyone book
sometimes
it?
you try something and it doesn't get picked up. I get it. It's
Doesn't get
fine.
picked up. Too subtle. Nith,
It's late.
are you going as well?
Nith she didn't hear anything, right? Because only Solace knows outside of Lyra and Fregus.
Mhm.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll go too.
I mean, yeah,
Okay.
I can fill you in on what happened at the meeting while we're running through the streets.
Okay.
Yeah. You all book it to Vincent Solaire's house. And that's where we'll end the session.
Norvis.
Yeah, there will have to be like more of a conversation about like what happened
Oh yeah,
and
the
what specifically they
next
talked about.
session.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that was
I'm
more
just
for-
ending. Yeah.
Okay. No, that was just more for because Solace said that he'd fill in Nith on the way over, but like I think that has to be like an actual conversation that we have.
Yeah, we can do
Oh,
that
yeah.
next time.
Yeah.
I'll
That's
explain why
fine.
we need to kidnap these two girls.
Okay. Yeah. Great.
Yeah. Welcome back.
New year,
Trauma.
New year,
Oh.
new trauma,
new rom-com.
new rom-com, new sinister vibes.
Yeah, I've been making references to almost freezing to death since the first session.
Yeah. Perfect. That's it for tonight. Thank you everybody for coming to the session. I think we will be back on the 24th.
Yes.
That works
Hell
for
yeah.
pals. Sick.
Thank you for session.
Thank
for
you.
everyone. Thank
Thank
for
you.
session B.
Yeah. I had a lot of fun.
Mhm.
See you next Friday on Flyish's channel, I think.
I believe that is the plan.
That is the plan, I think, is what I was looking at. Yeah, you're gonna go do that. You for Eberron. Yeah.